As we continue tiptoeing through the year and the months continue rolling on, so do the events that happened in mob history. We start the month of March with a New York City police officer who was a pioneer in the fight against organized crime. Joseph Petrosino was traveling to Palermo in Sicily on a top-secret mission in which he would meet an informant who would unveil secrets about the Mafia and its working. On the 12th of March, 1909, Petrosino was gunned down by Mafia hitmen. The top-secret meeting was just a trap set up by the mob in Piazza Marina in order to get rid of one of the toughest police lieutenants that the Mafia had come up against. Over 200,000 people took part in his funeral procession. If you want to read more about the life of Joseph Petrosino, then take a look at the article on our blog by Casey McBride. The link is on the screen now. Perhaps the biggest date during the month of March is the Angelo Bruno hit and the aftermath that it sparked. Known as the Gentle Don because of his methods to settle disputes on paper rather by gun, made him one of the more respected mob bosses. However, on March 21st, 1980, the 69-year-old was taken out by a shotgun blast to the back of his head at close range as he sat in his car in front of his home at the intersection on 10th Street and Snyder Avenue in South Philadelphia. It was believed that the killing was ordered by Antonio Caponegro, aka Tony Bananas, Bruno's consigliere. A few weeks later, Caponegro's body was found stuffed in a body bag in the trunk of a car in New York City. About $300 in bills were jammed in his mouth and anus. The commission had reportedly ordered Caponegro's murder because he assassinated Bruno without their sanction. Other Philadelphia family members involved in Bruno's murder were also tortured and killed. Around 7 years after the Bruno hit, on March 17, 1987, the Florida-based mob boss Santo Trafficante Jr. also passed away at the age of 72, but in a much more peaceful way. Trafficante was one of the last of the old-time mafia bosses in the United States. He allegedly controlled operations in Florida and also in Cuba, as well as maintaining links to the Bonanno family in New York City. As well as being one of the most powerful figures in Florida and one of the most powerful mobsters in pre-revolution Cuba for the best part of the 20th century, Trafficante also came into contact with various U.S. intelligence and was said to be involved in several unsuccessful plans to assassinate Cuban President Fidel Castro, as well as being identified as possible suspects along with Sam Giancana in the assassination of John F. Kennedy in 1963. Don't forget to subscribe and keep it locked on the NCS.
You're now rocking with the best, NCS Costa Nostra.
Welcome to the Sting of Oz.
The search is over. Every series helps bring you a step closer to the life of the mob without dangerous exposure of what went down, plus Mobster of the Month. Original content if you're searching on a hunt for the who's who or the best dressed guy, the type of guns they use, the feuds and mob wives. We supply everything as soon as you log on to the National Crime Syndicate.com. From John Gotti to Don back to Mustache Pete, Big Joe, Al Capone and Polanski. So sit back, relax and enjoy the ride, cause the code of silence here no longer applies. So make sure you subscribe and stay tuned in, cause over here we like to keep this thing moving.